Karim Zidan joins me now, and you've been following, these movements in sports quite closely. The golfers, as you know, have had their defense ready for weeks. They say this is a financial decision. And is it that harmful, they say, given the fact that the NBA is in China? China hosted the Olympics. The coming FIFA World Cup is in Qatar. Saudi backers already have their hand in F1. You know better than me that I could go on. So what's the difference, especially in these hours when we are going to see, once again, Joe Biden with the Crown Prince?
Well, I mean, it does sound like a bit of not only a bit of whataboutism, Paula, but a bit of willful ignorance here as well. It's this idea that, well, I'm only here as an athlete. But the truth is, you're also a representative. You're a representative of your sports, you're a role model around the world, and you have a platform that people listen to you through. Now, if we understand the term sports washing to be a term coined to describe how governments use sports to manipulate international perception to cleanse human rights atrocities, then athletes claiming that they're not responsible for what's going on, that they're simply there to play their sports, well, then they're becoming willful participants in this sort of cleansing of international perception. So it is extremely problematic, not just for LIV Golf. You asked me what makes it different. Well, the truth is there isn't that much difference. The truth is all these are examples of sports washing, and all of them should be handled very, very seriously. But the truth is most athletes are willing to simply wash their hands of it and claim willful ignorance.
And they also claim that they're not politicians and it's not their responsibility. Now, you argue, though, as well, that the Saudis' attempts at sports washing goes much further than it has before, and it's become quite a sophisticated, targeted strategy. And you point to Lionel Messi, arguably one of the world's great footballers. He's now a tourism ambassador for the kingdom. I mean, I have to ask you, despite everything that we read, in the media and the protests from even the PGA Tour itself, do you think this is working, though, at this point?
Oh, I absolutely think it does, because while the media might have picked up on the issues around sports washing, the truth is social media is a whole different game. And Lionel Messi has about 300-something million followers on Instagram. A single post of him in Saudi Arabia has an exceptional amount of impact, especially with the younger generation that simply does not watch television for its information, its knowledge anymore. So yes, Saudi Arabia is tapping into a way to attract the younger generation, which is actually working right now. Having somebody like Messi as a tourism ambassador is absolutely going to convince people to start visiting Saudi Arabia. It's going to convince people that Saudi Arabia has changed, has evolved. And while I cannot deny that there has been progress that has been made over the past few years, I mean, we are seeing entertainment events, we're seeing it open up. That's something that has never happened before. But the truth is, this overshadows horrific and atrocious and harrowing human rights atrocities that continue to take place to this very day.
Yeah, and you raise a point that some people say this is going to allow for them to have influence in those places, to allow, for instance, women in Saudi Arabia to actually attend sporting events. And we hear you on that the progress is not fast enough. You also make an interesting argument, though, about what it's done to sport to be banning Russian and Belarusian athletes. I mean, the latest example is Wimbledon banning Russian players. You said it sets a troubling precedent. Why is that? Why the distinction between, trying to penalize a country and saying you cannot be involved in sport, but that the individual athlete should be treated differently?
Well, it depends on the individual. Context applies here, Paula, honestly, and it depends on the individual athlete's relationship to the actual government. Now, when you target an athlete like Victoria Azarenka, for instance, the Belarusian athlete who has not lived in Belarus since she was a preteen, what impact do you really have there? This is not somebody who's sports washing for the Belarusian government. Now, on the other hand, if you target the Belarusian national team, well, we know that that's an entity that brings pride and prestige to the Belarusian government. So there is a clear distinction there. But I stress that context applies here because we do know that there are plenty of individual athletes who are affiliated with their governments. There are plenty of Russian athletes who are very supportive of Vladimir Putin at various stages. There are hockey players who have supported him and have campaigned for him. So of course, in this case, really context applies. Every example is a little different, but there is a significant distinction, generally speaking, between individual athletes and government entities, including national teams.
Well, it is not an issue that will be going away. Even in golf this weekend, every round will be punctuated by if that LIV golf tournament really is right. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it.